Okay, so hello guys, and today I'm gonna be looking through my drawings. Like, none of these drawings are traced nor copied from other artists. I draw them myself, and I think I'm gonna turn this into a two-part video. So here, this is an unfinished drawing of my Sly Cooper OC, and if you don't know what Sly Cooper is, it's a game. And you should definitely check it out, so at least like watch some walkthroughs. So, nope, wait. So, these are the two first drawings I did on this sketchbook or whatever. And this is a Dutch Angel Dragon of Sparrow, and it's basically an original character for a fanfiction I'm going to be writing about Dutch Angel Dragons. And this is Bubblegum, which is also one of those characters. So, next drawing is, this was an art trade with a person called Catlova, and she is a base user, but she uses them really good. Also, this is another like just ship challenge, but I just basically like drew this and it's really simple. And shout out to Michael Nelson, which is an awesome friend on Google+, but one of his really religious. And this is an unfinished version of my Pirates of the Caribbean OC Gale. This is a art trade, and this is my Persona Sasha, which is a mix between a sparrow and a griffin. And this is basically an adoptable that I drew named Strawberry, and it's basically a magical cat that looks like a strawberry. But he's already adopted. On an unfinished version of also redesign of Sasha, and Pepsi stopped flying. Pepsi is my parrot. Here he is. He's so cute. Bad. This is a contest entry for a community called Fluffy Angel Dragons. Pepsi, go with me. Now. Ow. And I named it Fluff because that's a good name. And then behind that is my Sly Cooper Ashley. So, get that out of the way. And so this is another sketchbook. The first one I did here is my Five Nights at Freddy's OC, Sparrow the Cat. And it's basically an sister location style animatronic because I wanted to make it more original because I never saw like sister location OCs based ones. And this is a full body that I drew of Sasha. They have improved a lot, and here's one of my species called a katir. And it's basically a dragon, but like a cat and a deer. And her name is Ricky. Here's an unfinished request for persons that I can't really finish, and it's supposed to be a fox, but it turned out terrible. And I had to start out a lot of pages because that was originally my school sketchbook. And Pepsi, get off me. Now. Bad. Get off. So this is one of my not first drawings, but this is basically my Little Pony OC Sasha, and she's a pirate. This is the first one I did of her, and it's basically just like a headshot, and I'm really proud of it. So here's basically an alpaca called Alyssa, and I did it with a friend called Nigel. He's a really good artist. Now this is a stupid sketch that got terribly wrong. Some drawings, this is my sister's parrot, this is mine. And this is what Nigel drew. So here's the almost full body of my MLPOC. And also these are me and Nigel created. And this is actually a drawing that Nigel did of Jack Sparrow. An unfinished drawing of my Transformers OC. This is what my friend Nasser drew. So that's done. And here's the thing with all of these drawings. Now, this isn't the latest drawing I did of Jack Sparrow as a furry. I just put it at the front because I like it, and I'm going to put it right here. There. So my mum messed it up all of it. So if you don't know who this is basically my old My Little Pony OC, Shasta the Griffin, with her cat Spotted with, which she named after warrior cats. I'm going to put that here too. And this is a drawing I actually did on the beach that I didn't finish, and it was basically supposed to be one of my How to Train Your Dragon OC Sparrows, I don't know what Fury. This is one of my oldest drawings, and it's basically a species that I also created called a skunch, which is based on a skunk. This is my Animal Jam OC, like actually it's a hyena, but she's actually a wolf, but I made her look like a hyena. And here's a drawing that I made in school, well I drew in school I mean. So here's my OC Sasha that I'm going to redesign. I really like the background. And all these drawings aren't in a particular order because I kept just like getting them out and in. And here's one of my warrior cat OCs, Dimitri, which is a Devon Rex. Here's a trace of My Little Ponies that I did basically for my mom. One of my oldest drawings. Что? What's that one?
Покажи Pepsi.
I already showed Pepsi. So here's one of my horrible My Little Pony OCs, which isn't my official one, and her name is Kitty Clock, and I worked hard on her, but then I declined her. My old drawing of girls that I was supposed to colour in, but I didn't, for some reason, because I'm too lazy. I was trying to draw my cat Peter or Pedro or whatever. Another warrior cat OC that I was planning on doing a fanfiction of. Blue Stream. So leave me alone please, I'm trying to show drawings. I'll talk later to you. So here's my fan-made Pokemon evolution from, well, basically for Marowak from Pokemon. And his name is Coolback, and for some reason I got a lot of hate for it, but also good ratings. So this was supposed to be a Zootopia OC called Minnie, which is based on my skunk Minnie. I'm actually kind of proud of this drawing. One of my old cringe drawings with Roche the cat. I think you remember her from a speed paint I did, which isn't a speed paint. The thing I did of Godzilla, and basically there's a line of a song here. But I still was the blind man, and it's basically a song, but, well, basically a lullaby, but you will find it for yourself. One of my also old OCs, a Mad Clock, which basically was an alicorn, and an alicorn OC that had gone bad reviews. Okay, so this is another Pokemon OC. Well, they're planning on changing it, and especially the name, like, it's Leaf Sash, like, what the hell? Leaf Sash. This was also an old drawing that I didn't finish. Looks like you've got mittens on your mittens. That was not funny. Another drawing of Gale I did and didn't finish. Hooray! That's basically like Jack Sparrow saying, "You told me you was a human. I'm just a cat, I can't swing." She's basically swinging the rope. And here's another, well, not an old drawing, but an attempt I did on drawing my OC, and somebody spilled water over it. Poor tail. Shut up, Pepsi. So, and I came from a fire just to say bonsoir. And if you don't know from what that is, it's from the Hamilton musical. It's that line. My another warrior cat OC called Sparrow Paw. And he's basically something, just pause the video to read it. Now this was a bit of like a copied version, but I didn't just put it on my tablet, I just like copy it. And it's basically a drawing of my old, well, not of my old, but my rabbit that sadly passed away. Here's another old cringe drawing. Be prepared for the cringe. I can sing anything better than you. No, you can't. Another cringe drawing of my Dutch Angel Dragon OC Tumbleweed that is now changed to Mango. A contest entry for Fluffy Angel Dragons OC. Fluffy Angel Dragons community. Those are drawings that I didn't finish that I was planning on doing in a Disney style, but I didn't finish all of them, and I'm not going to be drawing any more of them, only if I get free time. Another old drawing of my OC Sasha. A stupid drawing I did at school, and the humans look horrible, just look at them. I actually like this drawing. And I like this one too. This could be used as a poster. Everybody sing. Another OC that I'm going to be writing a book when I get a computer, and her name is Sasha. Please don't hate on me, there were 2 Ashfars in the books. Like what is happening in this picture? It's basically a pumpkin that I made for a school contest, but
you didn't win, like me.
And here's actually one of my first drawings, and her name is Agasa, which is a dog that was in a comics that I made for French class. This is another drawing, one of my first drawings, and her name is Sabina, and she's a bat if you don't see that. This is an old drawing, and I actually kind of like it, but the skin looks horrible.
Yeah.
Her name is April, and she's a mermaid. The first Disney kind of style I did, and it's basically Minnie, my skunk. A new species that I created for How to Train Your Dragon fan fiction, and her name is Noah. A drawing I did of Cotton Bottom, and you probably saw it in the memory of my little baby thing. An unfinished version of my old FNAF OC. One of my first drawings, and I kind of like it. Why do you think we are evil? Because you are, freaking idiot. Another drawing that I basically like copied or something, so just practice. The drawings that I did myself. That's really weird. I get drunk with C. Another old drawings that turned out pretty good, but also pretty bad. One of my first drawings of Bloody Mary. That it's also in a community that I made, and it's cringe. Okay, a butt of my first fairy OC. My first fairy OC carrying a pumpkin and saying pumpkin. An old drawing of my warrior cat OC Stormpelt, but just look at his boot. Just look at that butt.